Nigel Cecil, equity as you like it. Especially for Nigel's equitable friends.
Hello, Chuckabutties! Happy New Year 2023! And may you have Shakespearean strawberries and love throughout the new year!
Happy New Year to you all, and strawberries for love and good fortune.
Ah, it's Glinda, the good witch from the north! Thank you for your greetings, and Shakespearean strawberries and love to you! Hello, Chuckabutties. Where's Glinda gone? Glinda, the good witch of the north, wishing us all strawberries and luck for the new year 2023 to all our equitable friends, and thanks to everybody who's watching. Nigel Cecil, entertainment entrepreneur, responding to the questions, emails and opinions sent in from my equitable friends. Those are friends who are involved more or less with equity, the trade union for actors, Hillary, yes, variety entertainers and other creatives across the United Kingdom. Strawberries and love, inclusively for everyone. I got that in Hillary, didn't I? Because this particular video is about the meaning of words. Because nowadays you can get in trouble for using a word and you thought it meant something, and somebody says, no, it meant this to me and that to me and something to everybody else. Well, there's somebody involved with equity. Am I allowed to mention the name Terry Victor? Wonderful blog, Lexiconology. I'm going to make that word up as well, I think. Lexicutiously. Yes, because it makes lexiconic things, all these words, come to life. So have a look. And in fact, I actually contacted Terry and said, even moi, an entertainment entrepreneur, seeks advice, and said, well, these words and their meanings, what do you think? And I was referred to Humpty Dumpty and Lewis Carroll, Alice Through the Looking Glass. Because Alice said, must a name mean something, Humpty Dumpty? And Humpty Dumpty replied, I feel like Humpty Dumpty, Hillary. Humpty Dumpty replied, when I use a word, Alice, said in a rather scornful tone, it means just what I choose it to mean, neither more or less. Which brings us, when Nigel says I communicate inclusively, what does it mean? Does it mean the same to you as it does to you? And that's the important thing, because when you've got an organisation like Equity who says, well, we're inclusive, where everyone is equally valued, respected and supported. Well, it sounds good, but what does that mean in practice? Because it seems that some are more inclusive than others. Because we've had emails to say, well, equity at the moment seems to be almost institutionally ageist. Because if you're old, not that I'm old, Hillary, no, well, you're set to one side. And it's all this young, vibrant, we are the future, we are the progressives who have the inclusive sort of opinion that's now accepted. Now, inclusion, have I got this right, Hillary, is when an organisation ensures that its members are valued equally and fairly, and they are respected and supported so they each can reach their potential, their full potential, to help enhance the whole organisation together. And I'm sure somebody in Equity will say, well, we're inclusive, we listen to everyone. An example, I'll tell you what, have you got that caption? Well, let's have a jolly reminder. I love that caption you've done of Humpty Dumpty. Flash up the caption of Humpty Dumpty, Hillary. Thank you. I just love that caption of Humpty Dumpty. When I use a word, Humpty Dumpty said in a rather scornful tone, it means just what I choose it to mean. Nothing more, neither more nor less. Juggle the words as you want. It means what I choose it to mean, neither more or less. So you see, you could get a situation in an organisation like Equity where they have a council meeting. And somebody running the meeting says, well, you know, here we are, we've got this report, I want to be inclusive, so would anybody like to make a comment? Please feel free and welcome to make a comment. Now that looks as though they're being inclusive, but remember, we're supposed to evaluate how people feel personally. And everybody hearing that invitation, let's say at the Equity Council meeting, they have it once a month, might not actually feel comfortable at that moment in time to speak out. They might not feel they've had the opportunity to assess all the information, or maybe they're in a minority and somebody might snigger at them if they say something. Well, of course, you'll say, well, we'll never do that. But unless you really know the environment and trust the people you are with, there is always that fear. So someone who really wants to be inclusive understands the need to be respectful to everybody, which is why they've probably taken the picture off the screen. Put up the other caption about inclusivity and ask the question, Hilary, and I'll turn the screen back on. Nothing like being live, is there? Hilary has given me a copy of that caption, thank you, Hilary. And we've got the screen back on. And of course, that said, welcomed. Everybody should feel welcomed, accepted, honoured, encouraged, respected, and loved. Now, do all members of Equity, or even a large majority, feel that at the moment? Are they engaged in Equity that way? Or do they just pay their subs and say, well, I've got my legal protection, I've got my public liability insurance, so let's not get involved with all this radical political agenda. And does that radical political agenda actually feel as though it's inclusive to everyone? Well, we shall have to see. The clock's chiming good luck now, so I've got to wind up, haven't I, Hilary? Yes, so we'll finish as usual with a jokeroonie. Let's hear the clock strike 1. Ah, doesn't it sound nice? Tranquil. So my jokeroonie, and please join me again, and I hope you understand that about inclusivity. There's all sorts of definitions, and you've picked this one well, Hilary. Why shouldn't you let Humpty Dumpty tell a joke? Because he'll crack himself up. He'll crack himself up. Maybe that's why some of the radicals don't tell jokes. But thank you very much. And I've not had to use the button. I've not had to use the button. And if anybody isn't fully inclusive, then we'll say, shut your cock. That was nice, wasn't it, Hilary? So please join me again, and strawberries and love to everybody. So chuck-a-butties. Thank you very much. Nigel Cecil says, please keep your views coming into my email address or Twitter account, because I really enjoy interacting with you inclusively.
Nigel Cecil, Equity as you like it.